Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Hi friends and welcome back to the Language Tutor Spanish podcast. I'm your profesor de español, Danny Evans, and I'm so glad you're hanging out with me in this episode. Well, this is episode 7, and that means we're going to practice episode 7 of the Language Tutor Spanish YouTube lessons. And that was basic greetings and expressions of courtesy. So, while you're driving or whatever you're doing right now, let's practice a little bit. Let's kick things off really fast by just simply going over those phrases that we worked on that episode. Okay, so just real quick, let's kick things off with just a little pronunciation practice. And I'm going to say them in Spanish, and you just repeat them after me, okay? Here we go. Buenos Dias. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches. Hola. Adiós. Hasta luego. Hasta mañana. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo. Mi nombre es. ¿Hablas español? Yo hablo español. No hablo español. Mucho gusto. Encantado. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está usted? Bien. ¿Y tú? And remember, if we're going to be respectful, we can say, ¿y usted? Así, así. Más o menos. Buena suerte. Sí. No. Por favor. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Muchísimas gracias. De nada. Por nada. No hay de qué. Perdón. Lo siento. Disculpe. That wraps up our first practice of this episode. All right, let's move into our next practice. Now, this time I want to say them in English, and I want you to say them in Spanish. And then after I give you a second to think about it, I'll tell you what it is in Spanish, just so you can double check that you were correct on that, okay? And let's go out of order this time. Let's just kind of think about these randomly as we take them. All right, so I'll say it in English and you say it in Spanish. First up is, what is your name? How do you ask, what is your name? And that would be, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? All right, and next would be, and you? You're asking somebody, and you? Now, you're probably thinking to yourself already, well, there's two ways to say that. So hopefully you came up with both of those right off the bat. Y tú, or if we wanted to show more respect, y usted. Okay, let's move to asking someone, do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? Think about that one. And you should have gotten, ¿hablas español? All right, now just say hello, just generally hello. And you probably came up with hola on that one. And the next one is see you later. See you later. You probably came up with hasta luego. Now, someone asks you, do you speak Spanish? ¿Hablas español? Say, I speak Spanish. All right, you probably came up with yo hablo español. Now remember, in Spanish, we don't have to say the yo part. We can just simply say hablo español. All right, now say I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. All right, let's move to the next one. Good luck. Good luck. Buena suerte. Buena suerte. All right. Next one, say excuse me, as if you want to get somebody's attention to ask them a question. Excuse me. And that is disculpe. Disculpe. All right, up next is see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. That is hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Okay, next one, you just met somebody and they've told you their name. How do you say, nice to meet you? Hopefully you thought of both of those right off the bat. Mucho gusto and encantado. Encantado. Either one of those work. Now, you meet somebody and you're starting a conversation and you want to say, how are you? Now, say it to someone you know well and to someone speaking respectfully. All right, you should have said, ¿Cómo estás? If you're talking to somebody your age or somebody you know well. And ¿Cómo está usted? That would be the way we would say it if we were speaking respectfully. All right, now, somebody asks you how you're doing. How do you say fine? And that would be bien, bien. But now let's pretend that things are so-so. And you want to say, they're going okay, so-so. Now, you should have said así, así. Or some people would say más o menos, más o menos. All right, now these are easy. Yes is sí, and no is no. Those are easy. Thought we'd go over those really quick, though. We do want to include everything that was on the episode. Now, remember, the word sí, yes, has an accent on it, okay? So don't want to leave that accent off if you're writing it because it actually changes the meaning of the word. Let's go with good afternoon. Good afternoon. And that is buenas tardes. All right. My name is. There are two ways to say that. You should have said me llamo or mi nombre es. All right, what about please? Please. And that is por favor. Por favor. All right, let's go into the thanks. How do you just say thanks? And that is gracias. Now, how would you say many thanks? Muchas gracias. And if you wanted to go a little step further than that and even say even more thanks than that, make it a little stronger, how would you say that? And that is muchísimas gracias. All right, so that just puts a little more stress on it. Now, let's go to, since we talked about thanks, let's go into you're welcome. There are 3 different ways we went over in the episode how to say you're welcome. First of all, there was de nada. We also could say por nada. And we could say no hay de qué. Okay, let's go into good morning, just a general good morning. And that is Buenos Dias. You know, if I were in Bolivia, though, they would just say Buen dia. It's kind of like in English, you know, we say good morning, and in Australia they say good day. Well, sometimes they do that in Bolivia as well. Instead of saying Buenos Dias, they say Buen dia, just good day. All right, interesting little extra fact there for you. Now let's go into goodbye, which is adios. Accent on that O. And the next one is good night. And that's buenas noches. All right, we're almost done with this one. Next one is excuse me. Perdón. Perdón. And finally, that leaves us with I'm sorry. And that is lo siento. Well, that takes care of this practice, and it gets us ready for our next one. Okay, just for a final practice in this episode, I wanted to take a few of these phrases, random phrases, and I just wanted to check our spelling on it, okay? So I want to call out, I'm going to pick 6 or 7 random phrases in Spanish. I'm going to say them, and I want you to try to spell them. And remember, accents if you can, okay? And hey, why not try to spell it using the Spanish alphabet, right? Let's give that a little practice as well. Let's start things off with just really an easy one, which is hola. Spell that one really quick in the Spanish alphabet. And that's H-O-L-A. Okay, good. Now let's move into Buena Suerte. Buena Suerte. 2 words. And you should have spelled B-U-E-N-A-S-U-E-R-T-E. Okay, let's spell the word perdón. Perdón. And you should have said P-E-R-D-O acento N. So remember when we're spelling in Spanish and we have a letter that we want to say an accent over, we can just say that letter in acento. So, o acento. I believe we covered that before in a previous episode. All right, let's just do a few more here really quick. Let's try adios. Adios. And that is A-D-I-O acento S. All right, let's do one more. Bien. Bien. And that's B-E-E-N. And that takes care of our final practice for this episode. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me during this episode. It's always good to help you with your Spanish, your pronunciation, and making sure you have phrases down. And anything I can do to help you progress your conversation really makes me a happy person. I really do enjoy hanging out with you and helping you learn your Spanish, okay? And I just want to say that I wish for you, wherever you are in the world right now, I hope you're having a great day or a great evening or a great night, wherever you are. I am happy to be hanging out with you here on the Language Tutor, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, episode 8, when we'll talk about the verb ser, and we'll practice that one. All right, friends, well, I hope to see you soon. Have a great one. Hasta pronto.